Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you're new. Aries, the moon is in you. Let's talk about it because you also have the North Node and Chiron. So this is quite a battle, and it's interesting. Oh, that's my chair. It's interesting that a couple cards that came up in your reading have to do with battle, a war, fighting, rest afterwards. You have some very transformative cards here. So, first of all, we laid out the first light tarot, my cards that are the pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. You dropped the Lovers, the World, and the Devil. Again, of um, a lot of major arcana, and the anchor card was a card, like I said, suggesting there is or was a battle. Now, this is for the next couple days for Moon in Aries. So we're just going to do Aries collective, and then we've got a spread down at the bottom here for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, like I said, Aries, you guys have the North Node and Chiron in you right now. Chiron goes, I believe, 2 years per sign. Don't quote me on that. I should know that by now. Um, and this is like a return for a lot of us because there's a group in the 70s that I'm part of that have Chiron and Aries. There's a group in the 90s that has Chiron and Aries, and there's a group now, uh, yeah, that have Chiron and Aries. And Chiron represents an area where we are wounded and it cannot heal. We didn't do it to ourselves. It was a wounding from somebody that we loved or trusted or looked up to, or somebody we had to depend on. It was like, and for it being an Aries, that is the foremost spark of the personality. It is absolutely the first eminence of personality that greets the day. It's like if you wake up fresh in the new day and you get smacked across the face. That's Chiron and Aries. It is a detriment in the form foundational how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself. It's self-worth, self-esteem, self-promotion, self um, preservation, and self-defense, and it's a deficiency in all of that. So there's a lot of us that were born in the 70s and then again in the 90s that just feel like doormats because that's like we've been injured in that area, and now you're dealing with it again. So there's always going to be an underlying, well, not always, but for the next foreseeable couple years, there's going to be an underlying theme with Aries about regaining that power, regaining that personal power. Now, this is complicated because the North Node is in Aries, which means the South Node is in Libra. Libra and Aries have a dynamic that is power play dynamic. It's not as sexy as it sounds. With the South Node in Libra, it's telling us that we have come from an energy, a time period, a situation where we gave so much to relationships. Remember, Libra is the sign of relationships, partnerships, the balance of, you know, the balance between people and partnerships. Okay? And Libra is the peacekeeper, the peacemaker, the compromiser, she smooths everything over. She's sweet talker. She gives up a lot for the sake of the relationship, okay? I don't think sometimes it's not necessarily the person, but it's for the sake of the health of the relationship, okay? Unfortunately, there was a cycle where we gave way too much of ourselves to the relationship, and it completely drained us of our personal power, our health, our vitality, our self-worth, everything that has to do with Aries, okay? And now that the North Node is in Aries, it's telling us to draw that back. We're actually drawing power away from relationships. And you can kind of see it in society, how many of women are just choosing to be single because they have to replenish who they are, right? And if it's with the older generation, it's after one or two or three or whatever um, marriages, relationships, family unity, where they gave too much, and now they're starting over in their older years, and they're doing it by themselves. And that's the North Node in Aries, trying to bring vitality and energy, trying to be happy by themselves, trying to provide for themselves, um, exploring who they are, personal power, like especially with Queen of Wands energy. This is very much I am woman, hear me roar kind of energy. You know, we downplay it, especially at this us in the older generation. We kind of downplay it a little bit, but it's true. It's like who are we without them? That's kind of how it feels. Like this North Node in Aries coming from a South Node in Libra is we very much, Libra energy can very much define themselves by their relationship, you know, and whether it's healthy or happy, or the other person is healthy and happy. If the relationship is healthy and happy, then they are whole. But with North Node in Aries, it's telling us, pull some of that back. You need to feed back into your own vitality. You need to know who you are without that relationship. And with Chiron there, it's like, well, I don't know who I am without that relationship because I was told I'm not anything without it. And that's a theme. That's really, really a theme that we are going through right now. I heard also Leo. Aries is very much the ego, very much the I am. And then, you know, you just kind of come, it's the baby of the zodiac. So when you come out and you're in fresh baby energy, it's just I am. And you revel in the fact that you are. You haven't defined what that is yet. You're just joyous that you are. You know what I mean? And then in the South Node in Libra, it tells us you are what? To whom? You know what I mean? And then North Node in Aries, it's telling us, I don't have to be for them. I just am. And that's good enough. And as soon as we realign with that I am energy, it's like we relight our own candle again. So we start out with the lovers, very Gemini, Libra energy, okay? Then so how this laid out when I first looked at it, it was the lovers, which matters of the heart, the world, renewal, and the devil being trapped. So there's like something here about love that has been brought back around, but it feels like a trap. It's like you've been here before. You know this person. You played this game. You have done this before. It could be even with the same person. I don't have the Six of Cups here, so I don't see that this is somebody specific from the past. I think it's just an energy of you've done this before. You know this lesson. So, lovers, union, matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. You got the Ten of Wands, the ending of a burdensome cycle. In this Ten of Wands, there's been a death, okay, because there's a skull on the ground. So you can tell there was some like war here, maybe. Something died here in this spot. And up through the skull is growing a new tree with 10 branches, the 10 of wands, and I don't know if there's fruit in it or coconuts or what, because it's kind of dark under there, but it looks like there's fruit growing in it. So it feels like with the 10 of wands in the Rider-Waite, it's somebody carrying a bundle. like a bundle of sticks. I can't say what a bundle of sticks really is, but they're carrying a bundle of sticks and they're finally at their destination and they're about to put it down. Okay. And this is saying it's part of the to put it down because it'll grow shelter for the new cycle. Okay, that's kind of what this is saying. Ten of Wands is the end of something. So there was the end of a union here. But it's going to give fertilizer to regrowth, I have heard. Next card you've got is the World, renewal, rebirth, reincarnation, and celebration. So in the Rider-Waite and other cards, it's the World card is the four fixed signs, which are the four corners of the heavens. It keeps creation stable, and in the middle is the world. And the symbol that usually comes out with the world is a goddess. That's the Greek goddess of victory, Nike. And so this is saying that the cycle is done, and now it's time to reap your rewards, right? It's time to, but I don't have victory out here anywhere. I don't have the Six of Wands. So this feels like karma. So it feels like it's not necessarily reaping your rewards, but it's just reaping what you're due. And that's whether that's good or bad, depending on what you put into the cycle. It's like whatever is done, you'll reap what you put in, you'll reap what you deserve. On top of that, we got the Devil card. This is a snake that's on fire. This is a myth. I forget where it's from. But yeah, it was this giant snake who would slither through the forest and set everything on fire. So I feel like this, with the world as an ending card and impending renewal, and the devil here burning everything away, you actually got the devil twice. I didn't want to say that in the beginning, but just in this top row, you got the devil twice. So this is definitely warning you that you need to release something that is toxic. Okay, and a lot of it might have to do with that Chiron in Aries. The toxicity is you. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's not that you're toxic to others, it's that you're poisoning yourself. You're poisoning yourself with that Chiron energy of not putting anything back into your worth. Okay? Then we've got again the Devil card and the Queen of Wands on top. So the Devil in the First Light Tarot is feeling trapped, loss of freedom, fear, and ruthlessness. And then you got the Queen of Wands. This is interesting because the Queen of Wands is very Leo energy. Right now, the Sun is in Leo with Mercury and Venus. So it might feel like you're a little bit neglected right now. You are the first fire sign, but the sun has moved on to the second fire sign, and it's brought with it its voice and its compassion. And you're here with Chiron and the North Node doing really, really hard inner work at a detriment. It's like you are told to master this golf game, but you only have one hand. That Chiron is a wounding that keeps you from excelling in your eyes, okay? One of the things about the Chiron story is that he finally was able to free himself from his suffering by sacrificing himself for somebody else's suffering. And that's kind of what Chiron teaches us, is that we can heal ourselves by helping others heal that same wound within themselves, okay? Chiron was a demigod. He was one of Zeus's kids. Zeus saw a cloud nymph. I think she was a cloud nymph. And he turned himself into a horse. And they banged. And she had a baby. And it was half man, half horse. And she kind of freaked the fuck out. She abandoned it. That was the first wounding. A wounding to him that in his formative years, that he could not control, committed by somebody who was supposed to be his protector and love him unconditionally in those formative years. So he was rejected by his mother. So that could be part of the Chiron in Aries, some kind of wounding from formative years. The second wounding was he was having to get together with one of his students. He was conscripted to teach the other demigods, the Zeus's and the other gods' offspring, the ones that would become heroes. So he taught Perseus and Theseus and Hercules. He taught them all. And so he was having a confab with Hercules and the other centaurs, the proper rowdy, horny frat boys were coming through, and they heard the party and they wanted to, they wanted to partake in the party. Well, it turned into an all-out brawl. Hercules, likes to fight, so he was flinging arrows all over the place. One of them was poison tipped and it hit Chiron. Because it was magically poisoned, that wound was never going to heal. But because Chiron was an immortal, he could never die. So he was just constantly suffering. And that was the second wounding. Something that somebody did unintentionally that will never heal. Okay? So now consider that these are the themes that we're dealing with Chiron and Aries right now. I feel like somebody is trapped here in devil energy by this Queen of Wands energy. This is the inner fight. Okay, this is the inner turmoil. You feel trapped, but you know you're powerful. Okay, and it feels like this power is almost not accessible. You're kept away from it within you. Like you're in a cage and you see this beautiful, powerful item and you just can't reach it, but it's there for you. It's just you feel you kind of are kept away from it. That's in the psyche and the subconscious. It's representing your personal power that you feel you don't have access to. But if you just look down, the key to the devil card, and it came out twice, the key to the devil is that you're the one that controls the chains. But with Chiron there, it's like we're made to feel like we deserve it. Okay? So, lovers union, 10 of wands, there was some kind of in the love realm that had to end. It was a burden, it was a battle. That brings me to the anchor card here from the First Light Tarot. There was a battle. It's the card of the battle. 3, contention. There was, it says, save what you can if you can, okay? But it also says face what terrifies you. This is good and evil. And then on top of that, you got the King of Coins. The King of Coins was interesting. I did bookmark that in the book. I'm not sure what myth this is, but it's the world turtle. It's the turtle that is the world. It holds us all up. King of Coins is the King of Pentacles. And it says that the King of Coins represents stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. There was a lot of burden and pressure put on you to support others' hopes and dreams. He may not be active participant in others' lives, but he is always dependable, slow and steady. That is King of Pentacles energy. That is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is the workaholic. Their love language is work till they're dead, and then they're pissed in the underworld that they can't go to work. Okay, so there's a battle here. I feel like the weight of the world was put on you, and shaking yourself loose from it with this Queen of Wands energy caused a fight. But it had to be done. And I really hope that you're proud of the fact that you did fight for yourself. You advocated for yourself and you're trying to return yourself to, some inner power that's necessary. One second, I'm redoing my music here. So that's the theme that's running through here, is that really that Chiron in Aries is forcing us to face the idea that we are not worth the trouble. But Aries is the fire sign, so it's like a wet blanket on the vitality. This also can manifest in physical illness, physical health. There might be something you're going through right now in the health department. I say that because for me, wands and fire is physical vitality. It's the blood, it's the heart, it's overall health, metabolism, things like that. And if it's in detriment, that can really hamper you right from the beginning. I paused at 2052 for anyone looking for number 6. So let's back up. Hi. You got the Lovers and the Ten of Wands. I mean, that's the ending of a union. It was a burdensome union. It's also a choice. And it's interesting that the Devil is here twice, because the Devil is the Lovers in chains. Hi, babies. If you're going to sit nice, okay? The Lovers is always a choice, and it's choosing a relationship, choosing a partnership, choosing an interaction, companionship. It's choosing some kind of interaction with someone else in good faith that it's good for the two of you, that you are there for the highest good of each other. Okay, you see a future, you see companionship, you see that you have their best interest and they have yours. This is the union before life makes it ugly. And that's when the chains come in with the Devil card. By the time it gets to the Devil, there are so many restrictions and so many responsibilities, so many obligations, so many things have gone wrong that now you're just bound to it. Okay? But it is a choice. It's still a choice. You choose to get, I heard you choose to get in it and you choose to get out. That's the Lovers and the Devil, the bookends here. You choose to get in it and you choose to release it. But so many times we can't. We are just frozen. We can't even choose to release it, because to us the consequences seem worse than the punishment we are facing now. Okay? It's worse than the situation that you put yourself in. But is it? Is it? It is a choice. And I will use the absolute most extreme example in order to make the point. Say you are, God forbid, in an abusive relationship. At this point, the Lovers has become a burden, okay? At this point, the love has become a punishment. You could release it. Will it be hard? Yes. Would you lose a lot? Yes. Could you possibly fight about it? Yes. Could harm come to you? Yes. When you release it, could you end up on the street and broke or in the hospital? Yes. But it's still a choice. With all those possibilities, you still have to choose. You choose to stay or you choose to go. It's not that you say, I can't go because I would be homeless. Yes, you would be homeless, but you would be free. You wouldn't be beaten. You wouldn't be broke. You would not be in chains anymore. But you might be in the gutter. You might be in the street. You know what I mean? Is the freedom more important? Or are the chains more important? That's the choice. And that's why the Devil card is so terrifying to people, because the one that makes you choose, you have to choose. So if you can't make that choice, then technically you are the one keeping yourself in those chains. And it is such a harsh kind of thing to think about. Well, how could you tell them to do that if you knew that, I mean, what they could befall? Well, because it's still a choice. It's a hard choice. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And I do not fault anybody for their choice. It's just I'm here to illuminate the fact that it is yours. Don't let them take that away from you. That's that Chiron and Aries energy. It's taking power from you. Don't let them take that from you. It's still your choice. Okay? Once this is ended, we've got the devil on the world. That's renewal. And part of the renewal here is this snake coming through to set everything on fire. You see how this kind of looks? You've got the world card here, renewal. And then on top of it is the devil, the snake coming through to set everything on fire. That is a cataclysm. That is a tragedy. If you live in that forest and the devil comes through and burns down everything around you, everything that you've ever known, everything that keeps you safe, every companion that you had, everything that fed you, and you come through, that devil comes through and burns everything to the ground, you have nothing left but your freedom. That's all you got. And like I said, this is a reward at the end. This is rebirth, reincarnation, and celebration. You are reborn from this fire. Brand new with nothing. Is that worth it? And usually people are like, is that really worth it? And you're supposed to answer no. I'm not asking because you're supposed to answer no. I'm asking because you're supposed to be honest with yourself. Which one is worth it? Here you got the devil, trap, loss of freedom, fear, and ruthlessness. Are you being ruthless to yourself? Are you trapping yourself? Are you taking away your own freedom? Are you the one giving yourself this fear? This could simply be, it can be anything, okay? I can read the script. I can't tell you what character you are. And everybody is at different points in the timeline, and this plays out in different intensity. Means you have to look in your chart where your Aries is, okay? For me, my Aries is in the third house, and that's communicating. So there is a detriment there about speaking up for myself. Okay. If your Aries is in the fifth house, that's Leo, I believe. If it's in the fifth house of leisure and the father, this can be very contentious energy about masculinity, where you fit in the role of the father in your life. Who is the protector? Were you the protector in the family against the father? That's very fifth house fatherhood kind of energy. Chiron and Aries is this devil energy taking power away from you. So you have to look in your chart to see where in your life this is playing out. Like I said, this could be as terrible as an abusive relationship or as simple as a stutter. Why? Because it's taking your communication, your ability to communicate for yourself, speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself, that's taken away. So it can be anything in between. It's a spectrum, right? Here in the anchor position, you've got the battle card and the king of coins. Now, I mean, a lot of people could interpret this as a fight over money, good versus evil over money. This is the king of coins, the king of pentacles, Capricorn energy. This is something about you being the foundation of other people's stability. Okay? Whether this is a fight because you cannot live up to that or because you're the only option, or this could even be that this is for yourself. Like, this is the battle is because you are the only stability. And if you tore this all up, you would tear the world apart. The reason I keep coming back to the idea of this is like the world, world, somebody's whole except somebody, is because the King of Coins in this deck is the story of the turtle. In the Native American mythology, the turtle is the back. On the back of the turtle is the world. So we are literally, whatever this King of Coins energy, it is literally holding the weight of the world on his back. And it's a battle. Okay, that's what's anchoring. Good versus evil. And here you are holding it all on your, up, holding it up on your own back. Okay? One second. Where did I pause? 30, 50, now 31. 3101. For the sake of being thorough, they want me to pull it back and flip it and address another way of looking at this that's very, Gemini energy here. We've got to look at the other side. This is for other people in the collective who might not be fighting outside influences for their own vitality. This could be a battle with yourself, within yourself, your own ego. Okay. Down here in the bottom, for moon in Aries people, you do have the strength card here. And this could be, it's underneath the world renewal, the devil, and then strength. So it could be you getting a handle on your own ego. You putting yourself in this, you putting yourself in the chains, you know? Shoot, when I got up to get my coffee, they gave me this full, like, montage of what they were trying to explain, and then you know how you get that thing where you go through a doorway and you forget everything and then you sit down and it's like, what the fuck did I just think about? That's what happened. So, I mean, the remnants of it are for the sake of thoroughness, they said, address the ones that need to tame themselves and release themselves from themselves. So this could be habits that are enslaving you. Like the devil could be you, keeping you in chains, not a outside situation or an outside person, an outside job, an outside institution keeping you bound with a responsibility because of this King of Coins. That's responsibility, obligation, things like that. Freedom, work thinker, basically. Oh no, that's hang on a second. Let me look at my notes here. Yeah, this is like my notes here say the financial stability. You're reliable, the workaholic, the loyal, focused provider. That's what this King of Coins is on the battle card. So, I mean, you could, even though they're saying now you could be like fighting your corner against a King of Coins, against the person that is supposed to be, your financial stability, your king of stability here, and then there's a battle. So this is good and evil. You might, some in the collective might be fighting themselves free of a King of Coins, of a Capricorn, Leo, I'm sorry, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in their king energy. You could be maybe fighting yourself free of something like that. Or maybe you could be fighting because you are that person, you are that energy. So we're going to go on here to the bottom row. This is where we have Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising, and how this is all going to play with the different, placements. Look in your chart again to see what houses these occur in for you. Aries Suns, underneath the Lovers Union and the Ten of Wands, there was an ending to a relationship, a very burdensome relationship, and you're growing now again from something that's dead. You had I'm starting to work in a new deck and I'm really excited about it. I have been avoiding this deck for years. I've had this deck in my box for maybe 6 years, and it's just been so formidable to me. I did not feel like I could handle it. I felt like it was way above my pay grade, right? But now I feel like I'm really coming into it. I'm able to consider using it, and I'm going to be working it in slowly. It's the vice versa deck. For other readers, I know there's other readers who will swear by this deck and it's like their main deck and they will use it. For me, I felt like I couldn't handle it. And now I'm starting to work it in. So we're going to be looking at some very different kind of energy. The vice versa deck has cards in the front way and what they would look like from behind. So I'm not quite sure how to describe that. So if I say from behind, I know that sounds kind of crass, but I can't think of any other way to describe it. I can't say in the reverse because then people think that's the upside down version. But when I so like with this, we'll just I'll bring you into it. Here we've got for Aries Suns the Page of Wands along with the Four of Wands. That's 5 wands there. Um, I feel a wanderlust here. That's like Sagittarius energy, kind of getting bored, kind of wanting to move on. But if it's the other way, it's moving on to a Four of Wands. Oh, okay. See, I like this for you, Aries. I like this for you. It's like you burnt down something that was not working. I don't have Eight of Cups here, so there's not the idea of moving on from something that was emotionally unfulfilling, but this is definitely moving on from something that was contentious. Because, with the devil here in the world, you kind of burnt it down. Here we've got the Page of Wands as the fox from the Animal Wisdom deck. This little fox was on his way somewhere. Okay, this little fox was just doing his little foxy things. And then all of a sudden he looked and was like, oh my God, look at that. That stick is on fire. I have never seen that before. And this thing, he's completely enthralled with this branch on fire, so much so that it's taken him off his path. And now he's considering just going with whatever this new fire is. So this Page of Wands as the fox, he is curious, enthusiastic. See, now this is what I like. Page of Wands energy, that's Aries. So here you are, Aries. It's showing up in your own reading. Aries Suns showing up for yourself. I love it because weren't we just talking about this? Showing up for yourself. Okay, here you are, looking at something brand new. This is curious, enthusiastic, and clever. It says be sharp, be eager, and resourceful. Be smart and take risks, but be alert. It says be innovative and expressive. The key to this card is follow your heart and explore a new path. Okay? And on top of that, you got from the vice versa deck the Four of Wands. So you go on to something better, a better kind of foundation, the Four of Wands in the vice versa deck is purpose married with passion. So not only are you looking for a situation that is passionate, that's fire, you're all fire. But now you're looking for something a little more stable. That's the four. Four is stability. And you want it to be purposeful this time. I heard you're done whoring around. You're you're done whoring around and you want to settle roots. That I love. And you had to put an end to something else. Okay? This, you know what? For some of you, this actually might be the end of, how do they want me to say this? Yeah, it's the end of player days. It's the end of player days. Oh wait, hang on, I gotta shift. I keep looking at this Lover's card as Libra. So this might be, you might be, and again, because there's South Node is in Libra and North Node in Aries. So that dynamic is playing out. And when I was describing it earlier, is because we were coming from relationships that was the South Node in Libra. We're coming from relationships that drained us. And now we're North Node Aries. We're trying to refeed our fire, our own fire. So that's why when I saw the Lovers, and I've got Libra on the brain, but this is Gemini energy. This is a choice. So there was a choice here to end Ten of Wands. Okay, got you. There was a choice to end a love situation, matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. Yeah, there was a Ten of Wands here. And now you were on your own path. Go your own way. Go your own way. How does the rest go? You can call it another lonely day, another lonely day. So you were on your own path, on your own way, a brand new way. You were a page. And there's this fire, there's stick that's on fire, and it's like, holy shit, I haven't seen a stick on fire in forever. And now I feel like, I don't know, like the stick was a little beacon. And if I can point this like this, so the stick was a little beacon, and the fox is all looking at it, but it's looking off. Look at how he's looking off to the Four of Wands. Passion married with purpose. Okay? The purpose is for a loving, stable future. So that's for Aries suns. Aries moons, here you are underneath the world and the devil. Okay? There was an ending there, but there is a rebirth, a reincarnation, and a celebration because something is now purified. We were dealing a lot with Pluto energy, Pluto in Aquarius, and Pluto is the second face of death. Okay, and we do have death here at the end. I'll get to it, but when Saturn comes through something, Saturn rules Capricorn. He's the taskmaster. He is represented by the Grim Reaper. He comes through. He is death. Okay. Well, in the tarot, death is Scorpio. So again, like I said, all these different facets of the zodiac represent death. Okay, Scorpio comes through and kills it. The Reaper comes through and gathers the harvest and then takes it to Hades, Pluto, and that is, where was I? Oh, Pluto, Hades, that rules Scorpio, I believe. He purifies it. It's the dead.What, it's the underworld, okay? So where Saturn comes through and harvests the dead, then he brings it to Hades, which is Pluto energy, and that is the place that the dead goes before it's reincarnated. So it's like the holding place. It's the place where you go to where the soul faces judgment. Like in Egyptian mythology, the heart is weighed against the feather of truth, because if it's found unworthy, you cannot go through the dead.What and be reborn. You have to stay back and redo the lessons, okay? Or review the lessons. So here you have the world with renewal, the devil burnt everything down, you are purified and released, okay? And then here you have animal wisdom deck. You have strength, that's Leo energy, fellow fire sign. The sun is there in him right now. So this is really a boost to the fire trilogy, Sagittarius included. On top of that, you drew the Nine of Wands, and the key to the Nine of Wands is that war is over. Okay, there's reward here, and I like that it's reiterating the World card up here with renewal. and celebration, renewal and celebration. You came through the cycle. That world, the what used to be your world, the cycle that used to be your world is now complete. The devil came through. You are released. You are purified. You can go your own way, like with the Page of Wands. The war is over. Nine of Wands here. What are you going to reap? What is your reward going to be? What are the spoils of this war? What's left? What are you walking away with? And with this being Wands energy, I feel like the only thing you're walking away with is yourself. You know, your own, you fought for yourself. And you have that one wand left. And I love the fact that the wand that he has left is the biggest one. So you're walking away with that vitality. I mean, you've been through it. You're wounded. You know, you're wrecked. You've maybe got one eye. You know, you probably got scratches and dents on that armor. In one of the decks, he's on his knee. He's humbled. You're humbled in this position, but it's over. Okay? And on top of that, you had, or underneath that, with this card, you have the beautiful strength card. There is a feeling here that in order to end this cycle, you had to tame something. That's what strength. Oh, let's read the strength card. It says courage, compassion, leadership, patience, balance. Balance the feminine and the masculine. That's the angel and the lion. It says respect. Have an open heart, overcome fear with strength and self control. The key to this is master yourself or be mastered. Okay? And that has a lot to do with that devil energy. It's right underneath here. What are the numbers here? This is 8. Oh, yeah, we'll do the numbers in a minute because it's like we had 12, 13, and 15. So there's a progression here, but it's all very contentious. There's rebirthing here. This is very painful processes, whether mental or physical. It could, you know what I mean? So strength here, the ruler of an open heart. Master yourself or be mastered. And then you've got the Nine of Wands. The war is over. You know what, Aries? I love this because I feel like you've been through hell and you are doing okay. I mean, you're not like, let me rephrase that. You're holding your own. You've been humbled. You've had to really take control of a lot of things about yourself that you did not know how to handle. You didn't know you had to control it. Like Aries energy is very, like I said, the baby of the zodiac, where you feel yourself and that's all you need, right? It's very root chakra energy. It's very much about survival instincts, okay? And when Chiron is there, there's a detriment to how we survive, right? But I love this because it says this cycle is ending. You're humbled, you're tired, you've been through it, there's been loss. It's desolate here in this card. There's nothing growing yet. Ooh, what's on the back? No, nothing yet. There's nothing growing in this card. None of these wands have shoots on them. Okay, they're all dead. So whatever you were fighting for, I mean, it's like there's a desert period here. This is for, again, Aries moons. Now, Aries rising, here you are underneath the Devil and the Queen of Wands. Trapped out. This was the energy of you being like separated from your personal power, that you can feel it, you can see it, but you can't reach for it because the Devil has you entrapped. It's gosh, I mean, there's so many kinds of symbols that you could show for this. They're showing me Game of Thrones. They're showing me somebody trying to reach for a key through the bars of, their prison. And it's like this Queen of Wands energy is right there. This could be you. This could be you in that Sagittarius energy, that Queen of Wands. This is Pele. the goddess of volcanoes. It's like that volcano energy, that inner fire, that erupting for um your own life, you know. Um that's that fire of sticking up for yourself. You know, a lot of times them fire signs are said to have bad tempers. This could be you being very separated from your own fire. For others, this Queen of Wands is a person, and that is the karmic. That the usual, I hate to do it, but most of the time, Queen of Wands energy is karmic feminine energy. Okay, so this is somebody that, like with the lovers and the Ten of Wands here, that this is the person that had you stuck in the relationship that was in devil energy. This was a karmic relationship that just sucked you dry, drained you of everything, and she's the one that made you feel like the weight of the world was on you. Okay, um, so Aries risings. You have the Queen of Cups in the Sea Turtle, and you have the Fool from behind. Um, Queen of Cups is beautiful. I feel like the Queen of Cups is you, and the Queen of Wands is somebody else. And these two queens are going head to head. Now, which one's going to win? You would put your money on the Volcano Queen as opposed to the Mermaid Queen, right? But the beautiful dynamic of Hawaii, especially, they're showing me Hawaii because Pele is from Hawaii, from the Pacific Island culture, um, around the Ring of Fire lands, the lands in the Ring of Fire where the volcanoes are. Um, there are many of those islands exist because volcanoes erupted up from the ocean, and they need, the two dynamics are needed for each other, because when the volcano erupts through the ocean, the water cools it and it becomes land. Okay, it becomes a new island. It grows in its stability, and with the King of Coins here, with the turtle being the world, that, you know what I mean, it's really interesting seeing the symbolism here, because with Pele, she erupts from the ocean, which represents um, power erupting from emotion. And then the Queen of Cups here as Sea Turtle is the nurturing, soft, caring, feminine energy that calms all that down. Okay, water puts fire out, but fire makes water boil. I mean, it's the dynamic of the elements. For the Queen of Cups as Sea Turtle, we have memory, acceptance, fertility, longevity. Uh, longevity? It says feelings run deep. It's saying one with the heart. Oh, jeez, gosh. She is sincere and gentle. One with the heart, yeah. This is also psychic ability and intuition. She's reserved and sincere, gentle and caring. Pisces. This could be Pisces energy. And the key for this card is the heart returns to the place it first came to life. The reason I chose that as the theme for the sea turtle is that she returns to land to lay her eggs and then goes back to the ocean. And that has, if you think about Pele, the volcano coming up out of the ocean, the land is not created until fire meets water. And then the island is created. And on that island, the sea turtle will lay her eggs. She'll return to that every year of her life. And sea turtles can live to 100. Underneath that, you've got the Fool from behind. So This was one of the first cards I actually had to look up. It says there's better ahead than there was behind. Your instincts guide, heed the signs. In this particular deck, the Fool is blind. I never thought of that about the Fool before, because all the cards would say he stands on the mountain and he looks towards new opportunity. So to me, it didn't occur to me that he could be blind. But in this deck, he's blind. In this deck, all he knows is the instinct to move forward. And whether or not he flies or falls, he does not know. And it's also interesting that he's blind because he doesn't know not only does he not know where he's going, but he doesn't know what's going to be on the way, on the journey. He knows nothing about what he's going to see on the journey. All he knows is that he has to go. All he knows is that the opportunity. This, again, with the Fool, is Aries energy. I love that. You are all over yourself in this reading, Aries. So with this card, in the distance, so here's the Fool from the front, okay? And now from behind, what he's looking towards, there is a shooting star. And I love that in this deck, the shooting star is in the Magician card, I think. So it's like continuing to lead him on. You have to watch for the signs so you know where you're going. This is, let me think. Sea turtle, this is emotions. So you're on a new emotional journey here, Aries rising. I heard you're making. Oh, this is amazing, because we've got two turtle entities here. We've got Sea Turtle as the Queen of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles is the Turtle of the World in a different deck. The King of Cups here is the World Turtle. You are making a new world, and you're using your own fire to do it. And it's something that is going to give you a beautiful place to build this Four of Wands. Beautiful new earth to build your own Four of Wands on. And a safe place where you can be in your emotions and be safe and nurtured and loved and grow to a old, ripe, beautiful age. Look at that sea turtle. And the sun here. I love that the sea turtle is close enough to the surface where the sun, like with the strength before it, the lion, Leo energy, the sun, it still shines through the surface of this. So you still receive the strength of your own fire. You still receive that in your emotions. This is a beautiful illustration of you building a new life, a new world for yourself on your own back. I love this for you. And the Fool reversed here is telling you to keep going. Keep going. You might not know where you're going, but ahead is better than what was behind you. Instincts guide you. Heed the signs. Okay? The anchor card for this row, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have, again, another heavy energy. You've got the Death card, the Death's Head Moth. This is the ending of something, but what is Death? I think is Scorpio energy. Let me switch gears here. Hold on a second. This is endings and transformation. It's rebirth. This is the second card of rebirth, along with the World. Rebirth, reincarnation, and celebration. So something is ended and reborn. The Devil on top of that says that it was you had to walk through fire to do it. But fire is very purifying. It burns away everything that's dead. And then you had the strength here for Aries moon, and that war is over. Here in the anchor position, you've got Death. That's anchoring all three positions here. That's the theme of Sun, Moon, and Rising. There was a death. and you had the World card as an ending. It says let go and keep going. It says navigate with your intuition. This is conclusion, release, clear, and purge the old. And with this devil card as the fiery serpent, that's definitely being purged. You're fire energy though, so it feels like in some in the collective it's gonna go over you and you're gonna be like, whoo, oh, that could have hurt, but at least, you know, everything is purified. The key to this card is that release is liberation. That's the thing I forgot to say it this time. But with death lately, with death and the tower lately, they have been telling me it looks like a punishment, but it's liberation and it's coming for your good. So let death do its job. Okay? On top of that, you've got the hangman from behind in the vice versa deck. And this says the illusion is shattered. Now what do you see? Okay? The hangman in the up from the front. Okay, but in this deck we're seeing from behind. Now I love this because in this deck the from the front is like always daylight, and then from behind it's the nighttime. Death here as the moon, the death's head moth. It's you're really having to look underneath the ego. This could be ego death. Because fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's all ego. What were they saying? Oh, this is about love and passion, the fire signs. And Aries being the first sign, the root chakra, concerned with survival. Your war cry is I am. In Aries, you are processing I love me. Okay? I love me. My passion is for me, my survival, my expression, my experience, my comfort, my strength. And it's not in a selfish way. It's like if you are healthy, everybody else will be healthy. That King of Coins, right? If you're stable, everybody's stable. Leo energy is they're all going to love me. Like I said, Aries is I love me. Leo energy is they're going to love me. And so Sagittarius energy is I'm going to love what is it? I'm going to love as many of them as I can. They told me they showed me what is it, the second to last or the last episode of MASH, right? When they were all saying their goodbyes. And Hawkeye said to the ladies, he goes, I didn't love you all, but I loved as many of you as I could. That's Sagittarius energy. So this is about love and passion. Aries, you love yourself. Leo, they're all going to love you. And Sagittarius, you're going to love as many of them as you can. Hi. Okay, get down, please. Thank you. So here we're going to wrap this up. We're already over an hour. Moth energy here. At the end, this is ended. Everything, something is dead, but it's liberation. It's not a punishment, okay? Please, please, please. Part of doing tarot is learning that the symbols that's terrify. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, so now holy crap. This brings me back to the anchor card above that, battle. Okay, and it says good versus evil, but above that it says face what terrifies you. And for a lot of people, death is the ultimate thing that terrifies you. Death. So face that. Face the fact that something is over, and face the reality that death is your liberation. It's your reward. It's your freedom. Okay, it's not a punishment. It's not to hurt you. It's not to torture you. It's to free you from what it was holding you back. So what I see here is somebody that went through the fires of hell and is coming out unburned. Okay, Daenerys on the other side here. And now with this hangman reversed, it's final. It's telling you in finality, the illusion is now shattered. Open your eyes, and what do you see? Okay. I hope this is resonating. We're not quite done yet. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching whoever they need to for your highest good. Not all messages will resonate for everyone in the collective. Leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timelines. You're all playing different characters in your own play. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment, leave a like, leave a comment, share, subscribe. I really love the feedback. If you want to leave a comment, do I ramble too much? Do I sing off key? Is the music too loud? Does the cat bother you? Please leave some feedback. I really want to improve. Share, subscribe. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. If you look down in the description, you'll find my email. You can email me. We can discuss a 1-question personal reading or 1-question birth chart inquiry for about $15. Also down in the description, you'll find links to my donation pages. I have a Venmo. I have a Cash App. I'm trying to make this my living. So if you care to make a donation, thank you so much. We're going to continue. I have the Ancestors deck. We dealt the Broken Arrow. Okay? And then we're going to get some theme cards to end this and wrap it up. It says, embrace the energy of peace. Oh. It says, let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe now. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you felt is right, know that it's now coming to an end. That's the Death card and the World card. Okay, cycle ending. With the arrival of the Broken Arrow card, you're being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. I lost my place. You can drop your shield and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by the situation anymore or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get the theme deck and get some final messages for the Aries collective during Aries, Moon in Aries the next couple days. Okay, please give us some final messages for Moon in Aries collective. Oh, that's too many. Oh, but there's the Tower. That's interesting. Okay, storm warning. That came out yesterday for Moon in Pisces, I think. I know this feels disjointed. I'm going to get better with this layout. This is the layout that they're having me explore right now, where we get 3 cards for the overall for the moon sign, and then we do sun, moon, and rising for each sign. I just hope that I can start cutting down some of this, because I really don't like that it's over an hour. I feel like it's too much. People have things to do and they don't want to sit and listen for an hour and a half, you know? God damn it. It's too many. Okay, thank you. Yeah, pop like that. Triple India. Thank you. Oh, okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. Well, that came out twice, so I'll let it. A couple more. Couple more. Couple more. Put that on the table. Ooh, that's too many. What are you doing to me? Okay. I heard you. I heard it. Okay, let's do what we've got here. Oh, messages. Okay, that's great. Eight of Wands. There's messages coming in. Eight of Wands is not just messages. Another fire sign. Another fire card here. This is not just messages. It's movement. It's action. It's incoming something. Like it can be help. It can be communication. It can be I heard power in numbers. There could be somebody coming to your help to help you. Um, let me wait. Let me just. I just saw this card in the other deck too. Yeah, I can't. Oh, good. 444. Connection to spirit is strong right now. You've also got. This is one of the cards that's kind of a jokey card. It's do no harm, but take no shit. Okay. Don't let people push you around. Mountain here, a major challenge to overcome. That's definitely here. Let's see, we've got tree. Not only is it saying as above, so below, but it says ground and reconnect with the earth. It says reach down to reach up. What is this? Reach up and down. Yeah. The key to the as above, so below, and the tree imagery is that the deeper down the roots go, the more stable your roots are, the higher you can reach. Oh, that's interesting. In the Animal Wisdom deck, the World card is represented by the whale, and the whale can go deep and he can jump high. So that's like the key I often see when I see the world. And you do have the world here underneath the devil. It says go deep in order to go high. Okay? The tower card here, remember I was mentioning that a lot of people get scared when they see the devil and death in the tower, because it's very harsh energy and it's scary and it's like you're being punished, but it's not. It's liberation. Here's the tower as the storm warning card. It says, not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Okay? So this feels like you just gotta keep your it feels as simple as you see the storm coming and you're like, oh, I gotta just batten down the hatches, right? And you gotta prepare. You do have the hermit here with the moth. Again, another moth. What's it called? Moth animal energy. Ugh. So this is the Hermit Virgo energy. It says, look inward to the divine within, but don't stay in there. Virgo energy as the Hermit will go up on his mountain and he'll just get lost in thought up there alone in his principles. Okay? They're very prone to analysis paralysis. Virgos, because they're an honorary, I call them an honorary air sign because they are co-ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules Gemini. As the lovers here. Okay, so Gemini energy is in play. This could be, like I said, getting in your own head about things. You're going inward to gain a higher perspective. Whereas did you have the Hangman? Or was that yesterday? Oh no, you do have the Hangman here, which is Pisces, going inward to gain inner perspective. This is the Hermit, where the opposite of Pisces is Virgo, and the hermit goes inward to gain outer perspective. I like that it's well rounded, and it feels very much like the tree saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. So with the hangman, you went within to gain your perspective, and with the hermit now you go without to gain your perspective. The final one here you've got is remember you are spirit also. We kind of get lost in the fiery energy of who we are. We have to remember that we are a soul having a physical experience. How does Yoda say it? Luminous beings are we, not just this crude matter. So here you have, remember you are spirit. Connect, listen, know, ascend, and be still. Okay. I'll show you the 444. Connection to spirit is strong right now. Pay attention to your intuition. You have nothing to fear. So that was pretty intense, Aries. As a summary, we're going to say that there is an opportunity to end something that kept you very, very bound, very trapped. You felt very much like you could not release yourself from whatever this was. But a cycle is ending. You're being purified of everything. You've got a lot of fire here with the devil and the Queen of Wands. You are being released from something. You can be your own stability. You're on your way to a Four of Wands here, which is passion and purpose. Okay, the fight is over. You have the Fool here, which means you're pointed in a brand new direction, and that direction is it could be something from the past, because with sea turtle here going back to old grounds that like they return to their old nesting ground year after year. It's like salmon energy that we were dealing with a couple weeks ago, going back upriver to their spawning ground. And I love this sea turtle here because it says the heart returns to the place where it first came to life, because sea turtle always returns to the sands where it was born. Okay, and then you have the Fool from behind saying, um, what is ahead is better than what is behind you. um, Look ahead. And then here at the end, you've got death and death and hangman from behind. The illusion is now shattered. What do you see? I love this. This is really, really great. Thank you for sticking with me, Aries. I'm sorry we went over an hour again. I'm going to probably apologize every time we do. I do try to keep it closer to less than an hour, but I probably should stop apologizing. That's just the way they go. Thank you so much for sticking with me. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the next couple days. Thank you so much. Until I see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.